Hey there, just thought I would do a quick review of a couple inflatable stand-up paddle boards that I have. I've had this Xterra for a few years now. Recently picked up this Paddle North inflatable paddleboard a few months ago. They had a closeout on their demo boards, so I got it for a pretty steep discount. I was between the two boards. Should I really spend the money on a new board, or should I just keep the Xterra? Because there's nothing wrong with the Xterra, but after one time using it, definitely feel like it's worth the money. Overall, you can see that the Paddle North board is much longer. I think it's about 1.5 feet longer. The Xterra is about 10 feet long. I believe this is 11'6", but it's the same width in terms of thickness, and width side to side, the Paddle North is wider. And I will say that I've noticed a tremendous difference in paddling the first time since I went on it just a few minutes ago. Just broke it out of the packaging about an hour ago. Took this for a paddle on Lake Michigan. Bring my 65-pound golden retriever with me. While the Xterra is nice, the Paddle North was substantially more stable. Show you guys an up close. The main difference you can see is the cone tip versus the more rounded tip of the Xterra. You know, the feet pads are both comfortable, comes with a strap. The valves, you know, they function the same. The one thing that's unique about the Paddle North is that it has this valve. So if it senses that it's above a certain PSI, it releases some pressure. That's good, important for me because we'll have this on the beach on Lake Michigan. So we'll be out in the sun a lot, and I don't want it to get too high pressure and then anything happen to the board. One thing that is different, I'll show you guys at the bottom of the boards. The Xterra has 3 rudders, the Paddle North only has 1. Both of the main rudders come off quite easily. Show you guys what's in the boxes. They're all pretty similar. The Xterra comes with a nice paddle, a pump, a strap for the board, and a carry case. This is mesh, has backpack strap on the back. Paddle North, the bag is much nicer. I would say this is a nice travel bag. It has a roller on it. I haven't put the bag in it yet, well, the paddleboard in it yet. See how I like it. I like the Xterra with the mesh, so you can put a wet board in there and you know it's going to dry up. Not so much the case with the Paddle North. The paddles are pretty comparable. I actually like the Xterra a little bit more. I found that the knob on the Paddle North, it interfered with my hand as I was paddling. But I worked out a deal with them. I bought a paddleboard and a floating deck. And if I got both, they included this carbon fiber paddle. I use that. I haven't used that yet. It's much nicer, but I just worry there's a lot of rocks right now in Lake Michigan along the shore, so I don't want to get that all scratched up. Overall, I would say the clear winner is the Paddle North board. It is pretty substantially more expensive compared to the Xterra by a few $100. The Xterras are always on sale. Paddle North, I think this runs around $700 brand new. I got an open box special for a little bit less than that. So if you can swing the money, I would definitely say spend the money on the Paddle North. Other thing too, customer service wise, I've had to deal with Xterra customer service a few times before. They were basically non-reachable. The Paddle North, I got to talk to the owner of the company just through online chat by chance, and he was great to talk to. Didn't have any issues, but just helped me decide what board to get. So from that aspect, I would definitely go to Paddle North.